On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up. The 40-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 46, here's second down and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 41, here's second and 6.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first down carry for Barkley. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Smith in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
73.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
South.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Watson.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, 73.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 11. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Stroud. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Look the hot, look the hot. Ow, what's right?
Here's Stroud. He finds his receiver, Watson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they saw some tough games.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Christian Watson,
46 yards, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
and here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's second down and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And Stroud now to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action with Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Stroud. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Didn't knock it free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hey, 73.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
King.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal would get him the lead, but
but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Now Hurts going to shift them around a bit.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From just shy of midfield,
Stroud. That one caught downfield by Watson.
touchdown, Jaguars!
Christian Watson
With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Second and a couple.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Up the middle with Barkley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson, 62 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, 8 yards to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd down.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll run with Barkley, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either weight. If you get it, to the top of the plate. You wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When me talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. The balcony, over like she's stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I passed on it. I'm a flop. Come on, baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. Run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When me talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
Two in, two up. weekends, booked up. Look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now, society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil,